Good morning, students. In last lecture, I already told about different types of the polymers. I already told about the polyethylene, Teflon, yes, some another polystyrene, etc. But in this lecture, we have to discuss about the next topic, soap and detergent. Soap and detergent. Yes. First of all, we have to see the substances have cleaning action. The substances which have the cleaning property to clean the things. The substances which have cleaning properties are called the detergent or are called the detergent. And two types of, mainly it divided into two types. Two types of the detergents are there. One is the soap and synthetic detergent. Soap and synthetic detergent. So first of all, we have to discuss about soap. Yes, first of all, we have to discuss about soap. Yes, soap are the sodium and potassium salts. Soap are the sodium and potassium salts. Yes, soap are the sodium and potassium salts of higher fatty acids. Yes, what do you mean by fatty acid? Fatty acids are the oils. Acids are there. Actually, you form the soap. Formula of the soap, this one only. CH3COOH. Actually, CH3COOH. Where the group COOH come? Where the group COOH come? That is the acid. You are not required to do the formula. When you mix acid with alcohol, for your knowledge only this one, how the soap form, when we acid with alcohol, that gives us ester, perfumes, fruity smell, ester. And when you add sodium hydroxide, you can say that sodium hydroxide, NaOH. When you mix with the ester, that gives us soap. I'm again repeat. When you mix acid with alcohol, that gives us ester and sodium hydroxide. When you add sodium hydroxide in the ester, that gives us the soap. That is a long chain of, that is, you can say that sodium and potassium salts of higher fatty acids. Keep in mind, acids. Yes, the soap is the formula of the soap. Salt is there. It means when sodium add in that one, that form the sodium and potassium salts of higher fatty acids. Example, soap, CH3Na, like this. Salt is there. Actually, firstly it is the acid. H is there. Now you remove H, add the Na. This one negative, this one positive. So that is called sodium, that is a sodium and potassium salts of a higher fatty acid. These formulas not in your part, syllabus. Only you have to revise when acid and alcohol mix other, that gives us ester. When you add sodium hydroxide in ester, that gives us a soap. Then gives us a soap. Yes, soap working where? Yes. Soap working where? Soaps are formed by heating the fats and oils, higher fatty acids. When you heat the, I already told you, when heat the fats or oils, you can say that ester with aqueous sodium hydroxide. I already told you. Aqueous means little bit water also with there. First of all, mix the sodium hydroxide in water. Then you mix with the higher fatty acid. When you heat it, the triangle, the sign of the triangle is show the heating. Yes. Of sodium hydroxide, that gives us soap. Actually, that gives us soap. I'm again repeat, when fat and oil, you mix with the sodium hydroxide, aqueous sodium hydroxide. Aqua means water. And you heat it, then you get the soap. And soap has the cleaning action. Cleaning agent, work as a cleaning agent. Soap are formed by heating the fat and oil with the aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. This process is called, this reaction is called, yes students, this reaction is called sponification. This reaction is called sponification reaction. Very easy. Soap formation, that's why you can say that sponification reaction. Sponification reaction. Soap formed with the help of sponification reaction. Yes. The different type of the oils you have to use to form the soap. Yes, soap, example the sunflower oils, coconut oils, olive oils, and any other animals fats. The oil which we get from the animals. Yes, soap obtained during sponification is precipitated. Yes, now the soap form. How the soap coming outside? Like when you doing the churning is there, that butter coming outside from the curd. When you deep churning is there, then the butter come outside from the curd. So same like the precipitate, solid particles may be settled down or maybe come up. That is called precipitate. I'm again repeat, in milk you know fat is there. When you do churning is there, then what happen? The fat, you can say that butter come up or some solid particle if come down, that is also called precipitation. That is called precipitation reaction. For example, you have any solution, fat molecules are there. When you rotate this test tube, what happen? The solid particles settle down, separate. So that is called precipitation. Same, here the soap form, but actually it mix in water. How you are able to come, this soap come out? You add little bit sodium chloride, NaCl, sodium chloride, salt. When you add sodium chloride salt, it precipitated out, soap coming outside. Yes. Then you solidified it, then you get the soap. And you add little bit color and perfumes for make it attractive. To make it attractive. Yes. To make them attractive, different types of soaps are there. Toilet soaps, you know, medicated soaps like Dettol, laundry soaps to kill the to clean the clothes. Yes, used in the laundries are there. Now then our next topic is the detergents. Yes, detergents. We have to see the next topic, detergent. Yes. Now we have to see the topic detergent. Actually soap not working in hard water. Hard water. What is hard water? The water which have calcium and magnesium salt. The water which have calcium and magnesium salt, that is called hard water. You can say that salty water. You can say that hard water. Soap not work with the calcium and magnesium salt. Why? When you add the soap in it, it make the, see there, the sodium. So what is the detergent actually? That is the sodium salt of sulfuric acid. Yes, sodium salt of sulfuric acid. You know sulfuric acid formula? Yes, H2SO4. Sodium salt of sulfuric acid. When you make the salt of that sulfuric acid, that is called detergent. So why we have to use the detergent less? Why we have to use the soap? Soap have some advantages and disadvantages. Detergent also have some advantages and disadvantages. So soap actually not work in the hard water because hard water contain calcium and magnesium. It form calcium and magnesium salt present in hard water form a precipitate from a white liquid. For example, your hand is have some mud. Then you try to apply the soap. Soap not working. It form the white scum only, scum. Actually, it formed the precipitate that is called scum. It formed the precipitate that is called scum. You can say that scum. Yes. Scum. Actually not working on the salty water, hard water. So that time we have to use the detergents. Detergents actually also work in hard water also. It show the cleaning action in the hard water also. Nothing, no effect of the calcium and magnesium. It not form the scum. The main quality of the soap is what? Soap is a biodegradable. But the detergent is not a biodegradable. Detergents are not the biodegradable. Soaps are the biodegradable. Soap form the scum with the hard water, not work in hard water, but detergent work in hard water. Detergent have advantage what? It work in hard water. What is the disadvantage of the detergent? It not work in a, it pollute the water actually. It pollute the environment because it is a non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable. Not decomposed by the microorganisms. It affect the environment, pollute the environment. That's why we have to try to use the detergent less. Actually, soap are biodegradable. Again repeat, detergent are the sodium salt of sulfuric acid, and soap is the sodium and potassium salt of higher fatty acids. So already told the soap form the scum in the hard water. So what we have to use to clean the clothes in the hard water? Now you see in every area the water have a TDS very high. One have the 1000 like this. Have the salty water. So our home we have the RO is there to drink the water, but to clean the water it not possible for the clothes. So we have to use the which thing? Detergents. We have to use the detergent, but detergents have some disadvantages. That what? It pollute the water. So this is the topics of the soap and detergent. In next lecture we have to discuss about the paints and dyes. Thank you, students.